Now, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval with the On Your Side forecast.
Time for another Climate Matters Monday and a topic that is important in the West. Very important indeed. Less snow across the nation. This is the trend here. Annual snowfall since 1970. All of these orangish dots you see here have less snow than was the case back in the 70s, 1970. 74% of the stations reporting less snow since 1970. The numbers dropping. And back east, a lot of people don't necessarily care so much about the snow as they get precipitation year round. But in the West, of course, that snow is so important because that's our irrigation, our recreation as well. And the numbers are down. Our snowpack numbers are certainly dropping. In fact, the running 30-year average has dropped. So we may be around 80. If we're 80% of average right now, 25, 30 years ago, that was really only about 65 to 70% of where average was at the time. So the numbers are definitely dropping. All right, let's take a look at what's happening lately here. And wow, has it been mild? Temperatures have been above average. I'm looking at the extended forecast. We might finally see some changes here coming into February, getting some cool waves coming into the west. Look at these temperatures all above average right here, from 1 above average on the 22nd to as high as 16 above average on the 20th there. So we have 54. We had 51 this past Saturday, 49 yesterday, and today not quite as mild, but still above average again today. Let's take a look at the next 10 days. Still running in the red here, above average, as we dip a little bit and then warm up to near 50 on Friday, then another dip to around 42. This is the question in here. Right after around the 5th and the 6th, the 7th, we may start to see another plunge, and we might actually see some below normal temperatures in the extended forecast. Stay tuned. I'll keep you updated on that. In the meantime, we take a closer inspection of what's coming up for tomorrow. 25 degrees at 8 o'clock. Notice our wind speeds here, next to nothing. And if we can get that bright blue sky, that sunshine out there, will be in great shape. See, these temperatures only running into the mid-40s at best. So this will be the coolest day of the week coming up. So it may be chilly out in the morning, but with that sunshine, it is going to feel a lot warmer, or feel warmer than it would be if it were cloudy. Here are those high clouds streaking across. We've seen a lot of this with the jet stream nearby. We'll continue to see this overnight, but I think it will tend to thin on out as this storm system, which is bringing some rain up near Redding, California, is associated with this low pressure, which is actually diving down to the south and to the east, and so it won't affect us. It'll take the clouds with it, and some of this dry weather here will work its way in. High pressure still blocking the moisture going to the north, following that jet stream down to the south, and you go all the way back east. That's the cold air plunging into the east. This low pressure system, as it slides through, has a cold front with it, and a massive Arctic blast that's going to come in north of this line right in here. That's where some of the coldest air will be. It may go a little further to the east here, but this is where we'll have basically the North Pole being displaced, the temperature-wise anyway, down into the Great Lakes states in the Ohio Valley. It is going to be brutal. So let's look at the temperatures here. High temperature in Nashville, 58 degrees today, 34 in Chicago. Let's take a look at Chicago. Going from today to tomorrow, we go from 34 and we drop to 2 degrees for a high temperature tomorrow. So a big drop there, and Nashville will drop 20 degrees into the 30s as well. But that's the real cold air. Minneapolis is already below 0. Chicago goes from 2 on Tuesday to minus 13 on Wednesday. This will be the core of the cold air coming in, and it will be sliding across to the northeast like this on Thursday. Like an ice cube in warmer water, it starts to shrink a little bit. So not as brutal, but still below 0 cold. Coming with it, snow on the front end and wind on the back end of this, and that's why the wind chill factors will just be absolutely dangerous. So here are the lowest low temperatures, at least Wednesday morning. 31 below on the thermometer, not the wind chill, 25 below in Chicago, and so we have wind chill warnings that are in effect all throughout this region. That's what all of this pink area is right here. The white is the snow that will come in first. Wind chill warnings in these locations, at least minus 20 to at the coldest locations, say in International Falls, Minneapolis, northwest of Chicago and interior portions of Wisconsin, could be as cold as 65 below 0. That's a freezing of the skin, or at least the frostbite occurring in less than 5 minutes. And so that's about as cold as it gets in many locations. Here in the west, we're missing all that cold air. We're keeping that dry northwesterly flow. We'll just push this ahead to Thursday. Look at all this sunshine around. We'll have some haze, but slowly and surely the milder weather will work its way in. And then as we head towards the weekend, we have a better chance for getting getting some precipitation, especially Friday and Sunday. We'll have to see how the weekend shapes up. It's a tough call. Computer charts are going around. I think the storms may tend to break up a bit, but it's likely we'll get some precipitation. Not tomorrow. Look at this blue sky tomorrow. 43 in Boise. A cold, frosty morning, but temperatures in the afternoon just chilly with the light wind. 40 in Garden Valley. 47 in Riggins. Down to 9 again tomorrow in McCall with that thick snow cover, and temperatures will be right around freezing in the afternoon. Stanley goes below 0 tomorrow. Fairfield Hill about 30 degrees. The Magic Valley tomorrow sunny to partly cloudy with the high clouds. Temperatures right around 40. Now my extended forecast does have some changes coming in. You'll see it right here as we head towards the weekend. On Friday, best chance of rain showers coming in on this day right here. So Friday would be the best day for that. Saturday we may get a break. Notice the morning is dry on Friday, and then the rain would come in. That's what I'm going to keep an eye on. In the meantime, over the weekend, we still could have a chance for some rain showers. Even though you see snow maybe mixing in on Sunday, it is just too warm for that to stick around. So really, we will be talking about rain showers, snow in the mountains. The question is how much and on which day. So I have to get a little closer to the weekend before I can pinpoint how that will go. But the second weekend of the Winter Carnival will likely have snow, while the last one had sunshine.
Yeah, it was a nice weekend. So Midwest would take our lows for their highs.
Absolutely. They'll take 22, 23 for high temperatures.
Oh, boy.
That's the North Pole being displaced right there.
All right, thanks, Scott.